Alright YouTube, this is at the time when I was still carrying bags at 31, feeling like garbage, and I was all the way wrong, until I started listening to music. So ever since then, I made a vow to never go outside unless it's for groceries. Anyway, this video is about my freshman year, how it affected today in modern society. Because what ended up happening was it was the end of blood. Due to a guarantee, my curly hair from getting a girl's pants. Forgot about the morals, and forgot about Isaiah completely, all the way to a point. He started lying about relationships, and the whole world points pencil at. Because of that vow, what happens to Bud? You see, Bud was able and very stop, the autistic kid from getting a girl's pants is a way of Blood. To stop thinking things were happening by any situation so the autistic kid won't get in a girl's pants. And also one more thing, where it came to Alma, I told her freshman year, couldn't come up with it as soon as the most anticipated relationship. I throw that out the window. Wanna know why, guys? Because the life and started at the same time, so he ended up living on a farm. This thing ended up getting married. So I try to tell you, the honor, the glory with my curly hair. What you thought you saw, it still moved on. What they do is they forgot about the muscle. Ultimately, they're trying to put their side. So what ended up happening was they called out that I fucked someone. So everything really I told you the whole story. I told you the whole story on YouTube over and over again. Gave new version of Tim Chantrahagu. Don't have to hear it from my brother. So I was okay, I fucked somebody already. Come on. Because there was a moral behind it. Literally, there's gonna be a backup video for that. And that's how I was worldly gay. I had to deal with a stronger gang member to a certain extent. So recently was I recapped literally all those years. For freshman year, you know how I feel about Uncle Tommy. The secret that we're reliving right now by going to stores like Walmart, in class with people from my high school, grown adults, what happened very recently, I ended up doing the same shit, obtained it right outside of Costco. I called out the store for being full of shit, Lily. I told you our problems before, so when you started seeing me making videos in general, it improved this mental health, but it was stupid, it was bullshit. That's what made me a celebrity, literally doing it literally half the whole Chris Brown. Things that happen to yourself, those were literally, it's trash. Help me to it, all to keep literally the artistic routine keep on going, literally keep the family abuse keep on going, to keep the bullshit cycle in America keep on going. Said enough, because you didn't know COVID is the apocalypse. If you didn't know, I knew that gangsters were invading schools. Took out the legal education because I knew I was morally gay. My freshman year, gangsters took out public school, and that's just one of them. The real truth behind this, the fact that I can get real girls like, Raya, Gonzalo, big ass T's, it destroyed the whole world. I repeat, it destroyed the whole planet. You wanna know why? You see how I was laid back literally thinking I was getting fucked up by my cousin, literally watching Gundam and shit? Really true, it was really an adventure. The reason why this video is being made is because people don't know right from wrong, I'm telling you. Class for here, specifically this class for Chris, I know is revolving around even Steven, the smart guy. And every time literally this class happens, literally I recognize, it's from the past, but I actually recognize something about the future. The present, literally, that there was something wrong with that future because the old world is way more organic. And the reason why, I figured out that when we ignore organic substance, we lose life force as human beings. So yes, it's the end of the world because people don't want to do shit, but it's true. Literally, ever since we've been listening to Legal 82, we've lived in a false world, in a false philosophy. Partially, because of that was, people like my cousin Lily that goes up with Shasha, indie, muscular, egg-headed, and this is drop his ego and recognize that I'm getting better with the girl. I stand for America. I can't stand it. A year can last forever if I don't put my foot down. Real truth behind that. I figured out there's a lot more to that shit because what I think about a woman and why I got owed them is that they're just promiscuous. That's promiscuous. They weren't even, a candle to the challenges of having life. They're supposed to be bored. That's the point. Fuck food TV. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all that black people really. I still represent. TV on TV is still seeing that fucking laundry scene. Uncle Tommy Lily after red, white, and blue. That's what life and boys is trying to tell you is I'm not letting anyone fuck my daughter. I'm making sure my daughter is fucking monument. Lily, daughters are expensive. That's if you don't get in the world. That's the whole point of hood rap. Lily, people think that I'm an alien that get this shit out of space. I heard that specifically somebody Lily who wants a butt, Lily who hangs around with me, who drinks beer, and a real fucking woman Lily wants a guy who goes in college. Lily, that's a fucking police officer. Lily that fucking wants to do shit in his life. That used to be a goal of people with large shit like porn, MySpace, Lily, Tumblr, Lily, the internet. There's no reason why I'm a good person anymore. That's the reason why it's the end of the world. Because nobody wants to do anything real and fucking that. That's why I was able to tell the entire generation, my entire generation, that they had power. It's stupid, it's bullshit, Lily. For all those fucking years, you had power, Lily. I was trained to only do back without emphasis. I had to get proud of you. All that shit, Lily. Stop my money, Lily, from overtime. I can't stand it. And I'm gonna tell you the 2 shows I watched today. I'm just telling you, I'm done with YouTube. Really fucking, there's a new journey in my life. I hope my life, gets back together. But, as God, was trying to tell me that, the Bible verse, women and stupid people will actually get in and try to hack that verse. Which from obviously shitty by her academia. This is trying to run public school, COVID. Obviously, Lisa, you the end of this fucking plan because you didn't know that I grew up in a real generation. And I told you over and over again that you're fucking idiots. After I talked all that shit, Lily, I was ready for all those years. Like the end of 28, I played the Pepper Ann theme song. It's true, I really got murked, really, but now, my dogs and Jake and dogs, really, what you want at me, I'm calling this a fucking bluff, a fucking laugh, really. You do something Lily was about to be around the corner, and I did, really. I took 3 every single day, I counted PG, I put actual fucking effort in, all the border education. All I get, this is how your gang thinks. Literally, fucking, doing a whole bunch of shit like the Oreo World War III, literally go back and forth, really, and fucking from Costco. We're in Jake, see, you won already, which is stupid. The exact opposite of 2 and 2 together, which is why the hotel room had eggs. You can go to that convention and shit, literally, you actually got inside the convention, me actually being able to dance as the people in costumes, literally, was a big revelation. You took that revelation away from me, you took a lot of things away from me, you took my brother away from me, you took, a whole lot of other shit, literally, my heart, belongs to, demons, the devil now, because I recognize what that shit is. Yeah, anyway, the point of this video is that my freshman year had an effect literally from blood that affects everything all the way to today. My aim at my cosplay life may be separate from it. But the truth of the matter is, I moved on from probably bullshit now. I might not be able to, something about the what, but something else is coming up. Hopefully I get my life back together. I am praying to God. Even if this is the devil's job. Let you know before, and the biggest flaw in their strategy was telling me to be bad, when being bad, I was on my last leg. There's the truth really behind all my good behavior. Was in jail, literally, you can control the rhythm. Literally, it was putting my uncle as Steve as American Dad. Can control the momentum.